Mafia.
Are you saying you need someone to help you sail around the world in the adventure of a lifetime?
I don't just want someone to come with me, Stanley. I want it to be you.
Me and my nerdy bro over here have some catching up to do. We're gonna be away for a while. That's why I'm shutting down the Mystery Shack for good.
You shut down your mouth for good! I'm sorry, Mr. Pines. It's just that this shack is the most magical place on Earth. Sure, the attractions are all fake, but dreams aren't fake. Like this mermaid. It's not just a dead fish butt sewn to a monkey carcass. It's a marvelous creature that makes us believe that anything is possible.
There's no one around to run it. At least there wouldn't be if I hadn't just found the perfect replacement. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mystery Shack is under new management.
You mean it, Mr. Mystery?
I'll move it immediately.
Hey, you mean a lot to me, man.
You too.
Something to remember me by. Oh, and this. Read it the next time you miss Gravity Falls.
Mom and Dad won't let me bring a pig home to California, so you have to stay here. Come on. I have to go.
You know what? Forget it. I lived with this pig all summer. Now your parents are gonna have to. Hey, bus guy! This pig is coming with the kids.
Now, hold on a second. Bringing animals aboard a moving vehicle is strictly prohibited by...
Well, I've moved in.
It's not on any maps, and most people have never heard of it. Some people think it's a myth. But if you're curious,
Oh, she moved in!
Oh yeah.
take a trip. Find it. It's out there somewhere in the woods, waiting.
McGuckin and his son.
Oh yeah.
And his raccoon wife.
Oh, he's still out there.
Somewhere. The clones.
Oh, wait.
They
I
live.
thought they were dissolved.
No, I guess they got away.
Oh, Granda.
She brought Candy with her.
Is she?
Yeah, Candy was on the boat too.
Yeah.
Piedmont?
They're from Piedmont?
They're from Piedmont, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They've always just said California, but that's the first time they said the actual town they're from.
Oh.
Let's go Piedmont.
So that was the finale for Gravity Falls.
Oh my gosh. I'm not crying, you're crying.
I do like that he and Wendy swapped hats.
Yeah. That's nice. There's a lot of hat swapping going on.
Yeah.
In this episode.
Yeah. Seuss got the Grunkle Stan's hat.
Yeah.
Big finale there. Everything got kind of
Yeah.
tied up. A little happy endings for everybody.
I love that his grandma just immediately moved in.
She's like, yep.
I'm ready.
I move in immediately.
I move in now.
She was just ready. She had like the vacuum cleaner. Melody moved in with Seuss and his
Yeah.
grandma. Now that they live at the Mystery Shack, helps run it.
I don't know if she moved in, but she's at least working.
She's always working there.
Yeah.
The Grunkles are venturing around the world on a boat like they wanted to as kids.
Yeah.
Finding giant squid monsters with their hands.
Yeah. Grenda and Marius are happy together.
Yes. And Candy's along too.
Candy's there too.
Yeah.
Gideon's gonna be just a normal kid now. Or he's gonna try to. His mom seemed happier, not constantly terrified. And McGucket bought the manor, the big mansion, Northwest Manor, because he's rich now. He sold his patents to the government.
Touch the hillbilly.
Do the one thing no one in his family has ever done: touch the hillbilly. Yeah, how do you feel about the reveal of what the circle is?
Wow, they totally did the whole, like, oh, it's the solution. Not.
Yeah.
Some people were upset about that. We never actually get to see what, because it was set up and then they don't do it.
Yeah.
So they find an alternate route because the brothers couldn't get along.
Yeah.
But yeah, we reveal who all the symbols are. The llama was Pacifica this whole time.
It makes sense. They're really pretty animals.
That's why when she put the sweater on, there was like like little like musical notes and like, this is the llama. Because Mabel had a llama, wore that sweater at one point. I don't know if it was as bushy as it was in this one, but so people were wondering, who is she, the shooting star or is she the llama? But Bill always called her shooting star, so it was pretty clear she was shooting star. And there are a lot of scenes involving Wendy and bags of ice. Like
the shop when they went to the mom and pop shop.
when they went to the Dusk Till Dawn. It was called. Dipper went to get ice for Wendy asked him to get ice, and then in the time travel one, he tried to find ice for her eye because she kept getting hit in the eye.
Oh.
And there was another one where she was just holding a bag of ice, I think for a party they were throwing. She just had it in one scene.
Yeah,
so it was little hints that she was the bag of ice. And then McGucket was the glasses. People thought maybe Ford was the glasses, but he's the six hands, obviously. Or six finger hand. Yeah, lots of things revealed. And the very last shot was a live action shot of a Bill Cipher statue holding out his hand. That's all that remains of Bill, and is an actual real statue at an actual real place that you could go. It got vandalized, so they moved it, but it was there for a while. I forget where it is now, but it's where they approximate the shack to be in real life.
Oh.
Like
That's cool.
they left little pictures of Bill all around the world with clues that led to the coordinates that was that spot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard there's like a scout.
They had one in Russia, Japan, and Georgia here in America.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're all like in churches and temples and stuff. So it was kind of weird. Like, why is it like religious places? And there's some clues led to phone numbers that if you call, you get a voice message from Grunkle Stan giving clues. And the first people who found Bill took a bunch of pictures there. But apparently, because the next group of people dug around Bill and found a treasure chest full of one-of-a-kind Gravity Falls merchandise.
Oh, dang. Wow.
And a USB drive that has like Grunkle Stan saying a bunch of weird stuff. But his hand's outstretched so you can make a deal with him. He can come back. I guess supposedly like the statue's like, it's Bill's technically still there. He's just trapped. Another thing fans are like semi-complaining about, but they kind of explain in the journal a bit more, which is how did Stan get his memory back so quickly? Like, I thought the memory erase gun's supposed to get rid of your memories.
Yeah.
But McGucket's been able to regain some of his memories by seeing them again. And because Stan, it was so soon after they were erased, it was easier for him to get the memories back. But it's still, he was up for like nights. Like, apparently Ford spent a lot of late nights with him watching old family tapes or film of them as kids and then showing him Mabel's journal. He got really like focused on helping his brother regain his memory.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So eventually he was able to regain at least the vast majority of his memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm fine with that
like,
explanation.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of like in 50 First Dates, spoilers if you haven't seen the movie, but like how she's like paints Adam Sandler. I don't remember his character's name in her dreams because she could keep seeing him even though she keeps forgetting.
That's right, yeah. So she saves some of the memories in the dream she has the previous night, but yeah. They get erased the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that, I suppose. I like they wanted, they demanded Waddles be on the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Pulled out the brass knuckles and he has a gun. A lot of little things I really liked. In this whole big finale, the anime, and I did get the name of the episode wrong. It's not Take Back the Shack. It's Take Back the Falls.
Oh, okay.
I read it too quickly before I started. Take Back Falls makes more sense. But yes, another thing that's revealed in the journal, which is the explanation of the weirdness bubble, in the episode where Ford and Dipper go to the spaceship. Between them coming, surviving and then going back to the shack, Ford takes Dipper to like the border of the town, and has like a bag of jelly beans, and he rolls the jelly beans down a hill that's along the border of Gravity Falls. And they all roll down the hill except for the one of them, which is kind of misshapen and weird. It stops and starts rolling up the hill once it reaches the border. And it says because weird things are attracted to Gravity Falls. It's not because he used to think it was Bill's dimension leaking into our dimension, making things weird here. No, it's just our world is weird, and Gravity Falls is a magnet for it. It's just the way it is. There's no.
So, for example, like there could be a bunch of weird things originally outside, and then
eventually they find their way to Gravity Falls.
And then they can't get out.
Like Ford with his 6 fingers eventually finds his way to Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
Mermando, who's from the Gulf of Mexico,
somehow
wound up in Gravity Falls at some point in his life.
That does remind me of the whole like in reality the 37 parallel, like if you look at it's like a whole thing of like things happen on the 37 parallel, just all these like Skinwalker Ranch, all this like crazy stuff seems to happen on like that yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like that. Yeah, just Gravity Falls is where weird magical things end up. And in that conversation, Dipper tells Grunkle Ford, who keeps calling Dipper, says, Mason, my real name is Mason. People just call me Dipper because my birthmark. And he shows Grunkle Ford his weird birthmark, and he's like, I get it, weird things. He's got the weird fingers, he's got the birthmark. And he says, there's no shame in having the name Mason. It's like a very proud secret society.
Wait, did you say that in like a...
In the journal.
In the journal, okay.
So yes, once everything is restored, the journals come back too. And they're completed like new. Because over the years, pages have gone missing or illegible. It was all restored when Gravity Falls was set back to normal. And Ford added new entries as soon as he came back. And they revealed that leading up to right before their birthday and when they leave, they have like a little campfire party, like goodbye party, just a close group. And Mabel suggests that they destroy all the Bill stuff that Ford has collected over the years. The big tapestry, the statues, all the triangles in the shack. They burn them all in a big bonfire and have fun. And they were considered destroying the journals too, but instead they decide to throw it into the bottomless pit. Because the bottomless pit, sometimes things come back, sometimes they don't, but they don't disappear. They just go somewhere else, another dimension or another place somewhere in the world. Nice. So they'd say like, if you find this journal, that's how you found it. It fell into this wormhole and it came. If you found it, then enjoy. You're maybe you're special or and all that. It's kind of interesting.
Maybe you're special with money.
Yeah, you gotta buy it, but yeah, that's a nice little message, which is yay. That's how you got the journal. That's how it has all these extra information that Dipper would have really liked to have previously. Like all this new stuff on McGucket and who the author is just like written out on pages here.
Yeah, there's definitely like I want to start getting I want to get the comics. Definitely.
Yes, the comics.
That one, yeah.
Yes. The comic here is all narrated by Schmebulok, who reveals that the witch's curse is lifted one day every 10 years or something like that. And he's spending the one day he can speak normally talking about the Pines family, who he's obsessed with. Specifically, his shipping of Dipper and Pacifica. Because one of the stories in here is about Dipper and Pacifica.
Alright.
It's about them. There's a story about the Stan and Ford when they were kids and they find the Jersey Devil. There's a story where they travel to the comic book multiverse. And one more story I don't remember. Oh yeah, Mabel gets trapped in the multiverse and she has to work with a bunch of versions of herself and realizes how hard she has to work with and be around.
That's good.
Yep. Because that's kind of the one thing, like, Mabel never really learned too much of a lesson throughout this. So this comic's like, no, she did. Right before they left, they found another tear in reality that they had to fix with the glue. And she gets sucked in and winds up in a Mabelverse. Like a pocket dimension full of lost Mabels in the multiverse.
Oh.
And none of them are willing to help her get home. Because they're like, yeah, they get distracted very easily. Or have their own thing they're doing that they don't really care about. It's a good read. Gravity Falls Lost Legends 4 All New Adventures. New York Times bestseller. It's a good one. And that's going to do it for us, I think.
Yeah.
We watched all the Gravity Falls. I would like to do one more video where I show you guys some outside the show stuff about Gravity Falls. But for now, thank you all for watching. We enjoy the show. Let us know what other shows you'd like us to watch. Season 3 of Stranger Things is in the pipeline. And I know Victoria has been wanting to watch One Punch Man. So we might do that one too. After that, though, we don't really have any plans. So let us know what you'd like us to see.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Internet! The final time.